So you have to raise your standard. Kapag di mo tinaas standard mo, kakain ka ng lugaw. At yun yung masakit. Yung kumain ka ng lugaw ng kahit wala kang sakit. Di ba? Raise your standard. What comes into your mind when you hear this saying, raise your standard? Kapag i-GMT mo, ang raise your standard, ito yung lumalabas. Raise your standard means understanding what your current standard or expectation of quality are and deciding what you want them to be instead. Raising your standard means setting a higher standard for yourself. This doesn't mean that you need to be self-obsessed or constantly compare yourself to others. It just means that it's time you to start expecting more from yourself and others. When you set a higher standard for yourself and others, you become more aware of what's acceptable and desirable in a relationship. It is important to raise your standard because it leads to more confidence, respect, and better relationship. When respect is no longer served at the table, sabi nga, di ba? You have to learn to leave the table. When you raise your standard, there are some people that will exit in your life. But for those who stay, are those who are worth risking for. If you want to be successful in life, you have to raise your standard. Because when you raise your standard, you expect more from yourself. And that could be the way that you will get your dreams and goals in life. If there was one thing that keeping you from where you are and where you want to be, and that one thing is keeping anyone from where they are and where they really want to be, that thing is called your standard. If you don't like where you are, raise your standard. If you're not happy with your income, raise your standard. If you're not happy with your relationship, raise your standard. If you don't like your body, raise your standard. Ano ba ang pinagkaiba ng mga taong mayaman at mahirap? Standard. Most of us has the same access of information and most of us know how to get in shape but most of us are not in good shape. Bakit? Standard. Kapag sinabi mo na to, okay na ako sa katawan ko, hindi ko na kailangan mag-workout o mag-gym. Standard yan. Very few of us have a high-quality standard when it comes to value of time and money. The main difference between the person who earning million and the one who is broke? Standard. We all have access to the information we need to succeed. We're all capable of earning million, but some people will put in the work required and most do not. Why? Standard. Yun yung okay na ako sa simpleng buhay. Standard yan. The main difference between the happy and sad, joyful and depressed? Standard. Standard define everything. Standard determine whether you will take the risk or put it in the work or suffer for years in the pursuit of our dreams. Wherever you are in life, in every area, it is the result of your standard. In the dictionary, they define standard as a level of quality of attainment. Ibig sabihin, kahit anong level ng quality that you demand from yourself is what you will get in your life. Whatever you place importance on, o kahit anong binigyan mo ng pansin o halaga, and whatever you make a priority in your life, you will become better and stronger in that particular area. So what is your priority right now? Karamihan sa atin, meron lang tayong isang priority. At yun ay ang getting through the day. Alam mo ba yung getting through the day? Yung matapos lang isang araw. At yun lang yung karamihan ng ginagawa sa atin. Yung matapos lang isang stressable na araw sa trabaho. And that's only what they do. They only get through the day. For those who have a high quality standard for themselves, they prioritize exercise and healthy eating. And in time, you can see the rewards of that. Some people are happy with the minimum wage. Some people won't get out of bed for less than 10 million pesos a year. And some people won't do anything for any amount of money unless that work is more meaningful to them. So what about you? What level of financial success do you accept? It has been said that a strong person isn't strong from a strong attitude but from the strong standard. The standard you set can make you stronger or weaker. The low quality of standard is equals to low quality of life. So you have to raise your standard. Kapag di mo tinaas standard mo, kakain ka ng lugaw. At yun yung masakit. Yung kumain ka ng lugaw ng kahit wala kang sakit, di ba? If you don't raise your standard, you will always wake up with the alarm clock you set on your Android or mobile phone. If you don't raise your standard, you will say yes sa tara pare, inom tayo sa pure gold. But when you have a high standard, you don't have a problem of saying no. When you have a high standard, you don't need to fit in with the crowd. You are focused on one thing, and that is your goal. Nothing will break your focus, nothing will distract you from your goal, no shiny object can take your attention away. When you have a high standard, walang makapipigil sa'yo para abutin ang mga pangarap mo. Dahil yun yung mas importante sa'yo. Ang makamit ang goals and dreams. At ang attention mo ay focused at aligned. Never apologize for having a high standard. You must respect yourself to stand for what you want in life. When you raise your standard, you will start losing a friend real quick. It's true. But it's okay. I'll tell you, your life will be much harder when you demand more of yourself. And most people don't want to take a risk for going after a better life. But if you want more, if you want to see who you can truly be in life, how much you can really do, how many people you can truly impact, you must demand more of yourself. You must raise your standard. You must set bigger goals. You must focus. You must set your mind in every single day on something so powerful and so meaningful that you would rather die than to see it unfulfilled. Raise your standard.